So that too often, the driner in the back line. Umpire Clifton holds the ball off for the start of the third term here at Victoria Park. And as we said, it's going to be Perkins up against Chris Smith. Umpire throws the ball up. Perkins goes up and gets it down to Egan, but he can't take it with him. Now Matthew East can handball to Delahunt, gets around and goes on his left boot towards half forward. Oh, Dylan goes up, can't quite take the mark and slips over. Good's pretty close to the ball and sees it over with Rick Harding right behind him. And we will have a boundary throw in right in front of our Geelong radio commentary box here on centre wing. Now it's going to be Perkins and Chris Smith again. Perkins will try and use that ample frame of his. He's pretty strong. Smith gets it down to Hawks, who got a quick kick but didn't go very far. Scott's there, tries to tap it on. Well, he threw it out for high again from Delahunt. That's twice now. Giving away 2 free kicks, and this time it's Rodgersick with it, with the free kick. Goes with the right boot towards half forward. Scott had it, lost it, got it back. Rose is there. Buck as well. Got a kick around the corner into the forward pocket. Pretty high, and that's a push in the back, is it? Howlett played for it, didn't get one. And it's out of bounds on the full. Going to be a free kick to Shane Andrews. So the drainer short towards Steve Delahunt. It's just okay in front of Foley. Takes the mark. Wants to try and switch play. Goes back towards centre half, back towards Gadd. Takes the mark. Plays on quickly. Was going to give a handball to Pilgrim. Oh, left it late, but got it away further afield to David White, who's running away. Goes from half back towards half forward. Over the back, Harding can't take the mark. Still on the deck at centre half forward. Badley holds it up for Werribee, and it will be a ball up just inside the 50-metre circle, 50-metre arc for Bannockburn. And a bit of space between the ball up and Wayne Tigman and David Matheson in the 10-metre square. So Dylan goes up, taps it towards Harding, who tried to run in that space. So does Rock and Ronnie, who got a trip, didn't get a free kick off hands. Beck's there, Kevin Connors as well, and Brett Harding pretty close to the boundary line now. Roland Beck pretty happy to see it over the boundary line. And it will be a boundary thrown in the right forward pocket for the Tigers. 7-6-48. They trail Werribee 9-7-61. So it will be a boundary throw in now. Turner and Hallam there, as is Dylan. Dylan and Smith. Smith in front. Colliger, in fact, takes it out of the ruck contest. Goes towards Kevin Connors. Tries to break through. Colliger is in there also. The umpire might have to come in and ball it up, and he will do so.
Midway through the third quarter in the league, Goulburn Valley kicked the only scores for the third quarter, 11-3 to 9-3 now. 2 goals of difference.
So 2 goals of difference at St Albans in the interleague game in Division 1. Smith from the ruck contest. Handball from Hallam. Goes towards Nick Smith and also Matthew East. East got a handball away. Quick kick in towards the pocket. Badley got a hand to it. Goes back good, or had to back himself and he did so. Now Beck off one step. Right foot kick back towards half back. Beck. Sorry, that's Buck. Heath Buck takes the mark.
He was strong there,
yeah,
wasn't he?
Strong. Got away and took the mark at half back. Goes towards the middle. Howlett up there, couldn't take the mark. Rose off hands. Howlett there again. Good second effort. Handball over his head to Calvert. Was okay. Looked outboard to Nick Smith, but then elected to run and go with the right boot towards Andrew Scott down the field anyway. Shane Andrews was a little bit late on the tackle, but Andrew Scott had taken the mark anyway, and he will go from 50 now and try and push the Centurions deep into attack. Scott just holds it up. Lee gave him half a lead. For Stuka there also, Andrew Howlett gives him a lead now. Goes in that direction. The coach picks it up. Handball back to Nick Smith off a step outside of the right boot. One behind to Nick Smith. 1 goal to his personal tally. They go to 9-8-62 now, Werribee. Bannockburn 7-6-48. That's on the Alexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 4 minutes gone.
Ball coming back to Delahunt, who'll be doing the kicking in for the Bannockburn side. And they need to do a bit more, Bannockburn, I think. Delahunt's gone for the long kick out on centre wing. Flanagan doesn't take the mark, but it comes to ground. East, well, he can't pick it up. Flanagan comes back. Now he flicks a little throw out to his teammate going past. But, well, Bannockburn under a bit of pressure here because the Werribee side through Brennan have forced the ball to the boundary line. It's on true centre wing and it's out of bounds. So a lot of players around the ball just along from our broadcast position. Well, good work there by Smith. Does a fine job getting the tap down for Werribee. Egan gets a little left foot kick, but Brennan, lovely handball. He found Rodgersick. Can he get his foot to the ball? He can. He's kicked it to the forward pocket. The lead out there is Calvert, and in front of his opponent, looks like Rose on the field now, has taken a very strong mark. So Simon Calvert will be kicking from 45 metres, almost on the boundary line on the western side. Wrong side for a right footer, but moves in now. It's a good looking kick. It's going to land almost in the goal square. Off hands. It has been forced through for a behind. The goal umpire had the hand up before the player kicked the ball off the ground. So it's a rush behind to the Werribee Central side. On the Lexus and Wyndham scoreboard, Bannockburn yet to score in this third quarter, 7-6-48. They trail Werribee Central's 9-9-63.
Delahunt short goes to Pilgrim. Ron Pilgrim gets it wider to David White, who takes the mark just inside defensive 50 on the outer side. Goes now with the right boot towards Flanagan, takes the mark. Handballs it off to Nathan Rose. Goes from half back with a wobbly punt kick towards centre wing, but it's out of bounds, is it? Yes, it is, for a boundary throw in. Just bounced inside the boundary line.
They don't seem to be paying the kickstand again when they get flattened after they kick them, do they?
No. Another one there, but going to be a boundary throw in. Perkins and Smith to do the ruck work. Boundary umpire throws it in. Favours Perkins, gets his hand to it. Hallam runs back. Ronnie Pilgrim against him. Also in there, Connors. Hallam just tries to tap it back towards the boundary line, and Beck. Beck is there. Got away somehow through a couple of tackles, and then a long time with the footy, but got it away to Hallam. Hallam goes towards half forward, and Calvert can take the mark in front of Nathan Rose. Got Buck short, goes in there now and takes the mark in front of Gadd. So still on the point of the centre square at half forward. Play on the call, said the umpire. Gets around, short little kick back towards Calvert. Gained 20 metres. Pretty close to the boundary line though. Plays on now. His short kick over the top. Egan can chop it off, can he? No, Hawks can take it and play on. Go from about 40 metres out, pretty close to the line, and punched through by Shane Andrews for another rush behind to the Centurions. So they're going to 9-10-64 now. Werribee, Bannockburn 7-6-48, and that is on the Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 7 minutes gone.
Delahunt with the ball at full-back, and I guess I should make apologies to Steve Thompson. I've been calling him Scott all the first half. And
weren't you in trouble with Denise?
I was, wasn't I? But I picked the wrong one out of the record, didn't I? Matty Pilgrim takes the mark from the kick-in. Handball back to Delahunt. Delahunt wide to the centre wing. Dillon can't take the mark. Off hands, it has drifted over the boundary line and out of bounds. 7.5 minutes gone. Third quarter, 9-10 Werribee. Bannockburn 7-6. So Bannockburn, they've got a bit to do here. They're not really making any inroads at all. From the throw-in, come to the back of the pack. Werribee again in control. Well, Flanagan put a good tackle on Nick Smith on that occasion, and umpire doomed no opportunity whatsoever, and we'll have the ball thrown up in the centre of the ground. Good tap forward by Chris Smith. Ross Dillon picks it up, drives it forward. Well, he tries to punch it along the ground. Delahunt tries to pick it up. Andrew Scott first to the ball for Werribee. Handball back into play, and Connors intercepted, tackle high, off his hands, out of bounds. In fact, it was Dillon on the ground there. And we'll have another throw in, this time half forward flank for Werribee Centrals, and they're just working their way forward slowly but surely. 8 minutes gone. In front, Nick Smith over the top. Heath Buck taps the ball down. First to the ball there is Connors for Bannockburn. Handball to Matty East. Oh, he's run back into trouble. He gets a handball, a poor handball, but David White is good enough to resurrect it. Kicks it over the head of the players on centre wing. Matty Pilgrim leads in the race for the ball. Little twist of the body, handball to Mick Turner. Turner, well, I don't know whether he's paid a trip, and if he has, it's 50 metres. And Phil Egan, well, he's having quite a bit to say to umpire Flowers.
He should handball it, shouldn't? No, he's all right.
Well, Turner takes the kick, drives into the forward line. Well, Tykewin, if you know, he can't take it at the second try. He had 3 to boot. Handball back to Beck. Cross to Hallam. Hallam now eludes a tackle. Gets it to Festuca. First time I've seen him in this third quarter. Festuca now drives it over the centre of the ground. At the back of the pack is Howlett. Can't take the mark, but recovers quickly. Picks it up on the left foot. He's got, Chris Smith running at centre half forward. He takes the mark, plays on and goes bang from 30 metres out, and missed probably the easiest of shots for the day. So a behind there to Chris Smith, and a behind to Werribee Centrals on the Lexus Wyndham scoreboard. 9-11-65 now. They lead Bannockburn 7-6-48, and Jace, 4 behinds to nothing in the quarter. They could have nearly sewn it up, couldn't they?
They could have. Delahunt will do the kicking in again for Bannockburn. So he's got Gadd on a lead. He decides to play on, gain a couple of metres and then kick it over towards Egan. Stands there and takes the mark, about 40 metres out from goal. Go short to Perkins or long to Matty Pilgrim. He elects to go to Pilgrim, but he's going to have a task against Howlett. He got a hand to it, which was good for Matty Pilgrim. Held it up. Got Nathan Rose in there in support as well. Howlett tackles in. Colliger, handball over the top to Egan. They're running now. Oh, he nearly runs into Flanagan, but he keeps going. Gets a Shepherd from Pilgrim. Left foot kick. Wasn't good off the boot. Ronnie Pilgrim just tries to tap it on. Falls into Ronnie's arms again. Goes to the left foot. Back around towards Tyquin. Good kick by Ronnie Pilgrim. You just got to centre the ball if you're on your wrong foot. He did exactly that. Tyquin was able to run into it. And as you said, they've kicked 4 behinds. Werribee, Bannockburn a chance, their first chance to really have a set shot for goal.
First time in their forward line, and they could be further in front for this quarter.
So Wayne Tyquin, who's kicked 3 goals, 3 this afternoon, 25 metres out directly in front, comes in and has kicked it. His 4th. And the 8th for Bannockburn. They go to 8-6-54. They trail Werribee Centrals 9-11-65. That's on Alexis of Wyndham. Third quarter scoreboard, 11 minutes gone.
And as we speak, it looks like Lincoln East coming onto the ground for his first run today, and Rick Harding, who's normally a dominant player on the wing. I don't know whether he's suffering from a bit of an injury, but he's been taken from the ground, so that's a significant move for Bannockburn.
So back in the middle, umpire Flowers has the footy. Perkins up against Chris Smith. Perkins now goes in. Smith gets it down though. Coming Calvert, can't take it with him. Scott can handball it to Pace. Oh, falls into Heathbuck's arms as he's standing there at half forward in front of Gadd. Plays on quickly now. Goes with the right boot long towards Howler, who's got the sit over the back and takes the mark. So the quick reply for Werribee moved it out of the centre very quickly through hands and then to Heathbuck, and they got it moved into the hands of Andrew Howlett at full forward.
Wasn't it easy from outside the fence? We could see that mark was going to be taken, couldn't we?
Yeah, just standing over the back, got the sit and took the 2 grabber, and will come in for his second goal, 5 metres out, and puts it through for the quick reply. The coach of the Centurions, their 10th, they go to 10-11-71, and they lead Bannockburn 8-6-54. That is on the Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 12 minutes gone.
It just seemed at this point in time, Werribee, to have the answers. When Bannockburn go forward and get a goal, that they are able to answer very, very quickly, and that's a good sign for Werribee. There were some concerns from a couple of their officials in the room at half-time that they've played so well for half a game, and perhaps as the game goes on they might lose their momentum, but so far in this third quarter they certainly haven't done that. They've taken the game right up to Bannockburn, and I don't think they fancy sitting second on the ladder.
Well, back in the middle, Perkins and Smith again. Umpire throws the ball up. This time, neither can get an effective tap. Colliger through the middle. Egan's there. Connors as well. Goes towards Perkins. Punched away by Hallam. Back towards Nick Smith. Handball over the top to Calvert. Calvert on centre wing. Runs away. Goes to the right boot. Tries to deliver it towards James Lee. Good kick. Found him at 50. In front of David White. Swings around. Wants to go on the right boot. Does so now. Goes towards full forward. Colliger called out Shane Andrews and said it's mine, and he takes the mark. He's got Perkins long. He goes in that direction. That's a great kick. And Big Gripper can run away. Well, had it, lost it, got it back. Then he gets wrapped up. Handball over the top to nobody in particular. Hawks runs with it. Coming through East, both of them, Matthew and Lincoln, goes back towards Flanagan. Pace also there. Flanagan uses the body, sets a task for East. East runs it. That's Matty, gives it back to Perkins. Goes to the right boot, long towards centre wing. And off hands, goes still in play. Free kick now. Too high, going to go to Werribee. It's going to be Baddeley with it. So Nathan Baddeley's got it touched off the boot by Brett Harding, tapped on by Pace, goes to Matty East, goes to the left foot kick to a vacant half-forward position. Tyquin comes out, Mattison's there, Brendan as well, uses his pace, kick around the corner, back to whence it came at half-forward. Lincoln East go up, also there, good, and also Brett Harding. And he better keep his nose away from the umpire because he's got a bit of blood on it there, Nigel. So he wants to keep that defensively away from the umpire. And the president's just seen it too. Boundary throw in to the front of the pack. Through the middle, Harding. That's Brett. Also there, Dylan, Colliger. Hawks fighting for it. Slapped out. Nearly get a possession there, Eric.
Yes.
Put him straight in front of our commentary box. It's 10-11-71 Werribee. Bannockburn 8-6-54. We've been playing
14 and a half minutes.
Blood really found it. He couldn't hide that long. We've been hiding in the back pocket for about 3 minutes.
Yes, yeah. It actually happened somewhere fairly close to our broadcast point, I'd suggest. And he...
Yeah. So, blood rule.
Not an umpire's board man, is he? Just running around the...
No, that's the new president of the Werribee Centrals Football Club, so there you go.
So he was very conscious of it. Well, the change has been made. The umpire's called time again, and the ball will be thrown in front of our broadcast point. Well, Smith again too strong there for Perkins on that occasion, and grabs the ball, crashes a tackle, gets the foot to the ball, gets it back to the centre of the ground. Flanagan leads in the race for it, can't pick it up. Very scrambly at the moment. Little handball from Connors, found Egan. Another handball to Colliger. Colliger now to the full forward position, and well, Tyquin, and it looked they're double teaming him a bit there, Hallam and Matheson, but he's too good for both of them, and it's taken the chest mark. Already kicked 4, and well, is this the start of a Bannockburn comeback? Because they certainly need to do something now. It's 15.5 minutes gone, third quarter. Tyquin will be kicking from about 48 metres, directly in front. Moves in on the left foot. I'll tell you what, the goal umpire has not moved a muscle except the 2 hands right now, because Tyquin's kicked his 5th, and that's the 9th for the Bannockburn side. 9-6-60. Werribee Central's 10-11-71, and that's on the Lexus Wyndham scoreboard, and 16 minutes gone. Now, can Werribee answer that?
They just won't go away, will they?
No, they will not.
So, good kick by Wayne Tyquin. 5 goals, 3 is personal tally. We've got some half-time scores.
Not bad out of 9-6.
9-6 from other GDFL games as well this afternoon. They were half-time scores, Eric.
Yeah, West Cricket and North Geelong, 5 goals, 5 apiece. Anarchy for 8-2, lead Corio 6-8. Belpost still 8-6, lead East Geelong 5-9, and Thompson 10-7, lead Belmont Lions 7-3.
Right, so we'll have some more three-quarter time scores. The ball comes out of the middle through Andrews, but it's chopped off. Rose goes through. Nick Smith in front of the ball. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can, and runs away pretty good in this situation, usually on the run. Quick reply, David White there, though, to chop it off. And he takes the mark in the last line defence. Oh, no, he's kicked into Warren Foley and smothered off the boot for a rush behind in the end. So, lucky there for Bannockburn. They go to 10-12-72 Werribee, and they lead Bannockburn 9-6-60 on the Lexus Wyndham third quarter scoreboard.
Report down the line, the GFL now only 3 points in front in the interleague clash at St Albans.
So a tight one at St Albans as well between the Golden Valley and the GFL. Kick in came from Delahunt towards Gadd. He went towards Nathan Rose. It was a pretty poor kick by Stevie Gadd, and set Nathan Rose a task. Couldn't keep it in, and it will be a boundary thrown at half forward for the Centurions. So back to 12 points of difference. And a boundary throw in, Perkins. And looks like it might be Andrew Howlett. Chris Smith just standing off the play, so it will be Howlett up against Perkins. Throw in, Perkins gets it down to the front. Connors gets a kick away, just looks for the safety of the boundary and finds it, hits the box. Beautiful, there it is, look at that.
When you put your hand out,
got another possession, eh?
Taking the mark there.
Taking the mark, it's also stuffed the TV next to us, that's great. That's all we needed. It's back on now, it's okay, so it's going to be a boundary throw in on centre wing.
Nice little bit of technical work by Josh.
Beautiful, bash the TV if his father's listening, he's bashing it all the time here. Boundary throw in. Well, Howlett could have plucked it out of the ruck, but nobody told him that, so he thumped it 25 metres. And coming through Andrews, and they see it over the boundary line. Half forward now for Werribee attacking.
He's done a very good job, Chris Smith. He's physically strong. There's not too many players too strong for Perkins, but at the moment he's outbodying him. Ball going to be thrown in front of the change rooms here. Smith again. Over the top there was Colliger. And, well, the free kick has gone to Chris Smith. Ruck infringement. I couldn't see what it was for, but umpire Flowers certainly saw it. And Smith of Werribee. Oh, atrocious kick. Almost fell into the arms there of Scott, but picked up by Andrews for the Bannockburn side. Drives it over the centre. Turner playing now at centre-half forward. Can't pick it up. Brett Harding can. Eludes two opponents. The handball comes out wide to Matty East on the ground. Matty drives Lincoln East to Tyquin. Can't take the mark there. Hallam back at fullback. Gets the ball to ground, and well, there's the ball. Hallam actually came to ground after that kick, but the mark is taken on centre wing by Troy Colliger. Colliger now, shocking kick is straight into the arms there of Festuca in the centre of the ground here, and well, some of these turnovers are going to be costly for Bannockburn, I think. And Festuca now plays on, drives the ball to centre half forward, straight down the corridor. Oh, mark almost taken by Colbert. Comes to Grant. Foley picks it up. Tries to weave his way through a couple of opponents. Gets a little handball across to Colbert. Colbert off one step has got the answering goal, has he, for Werribee? He certainly has. Simon Colbert's first for the day and the 11th for the Werribee side. Werribee Centrals 11-12-78. lead Bannockburn 9-660, and that's 20 minutes gone on the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard, third quarter.
Troy College is walking back to the centre, hanging his head in shame.
Yeah, I think unfortunately
Just a bad skill error, wasn't it?
a few of the Bannockburn players are dropping their head when I've seen a couple of them make, well, they're fundamental errors, aren't they? Kicking skills, goodness gracious, the first thing you learn.
Back in the middle, Perkins up against Smith. Umpire throws the ball up. Perkins gets it down to Colliger. That's better. Nappies goes towards half forward. Dylan puts his hand up. Can't take the mark. Good, he's back on the ground. And gets a clearing kick towards half back. Lincoln East and also Brett Harding's there. Brett Harding, he should have handballed it probably. He goes in and fights for it again. Up against Colleen on the ground. And they hold it up. It will be a ball up at half forward. So umpire Clifton gets the ball back. 11-12 playing 9-6. 18 points of difference. Players filter across for the ruck contest. Smith and Perkins. Smith gets it down to Nick Smith. Kick off the boot. Pretty close to the boundary line. Just bounces in. And Rodgersick and Colliger see it over the boundary line for a throw in. So Perkins and Smith again. Boundary throw in. Flanagan over the back might be in. Goes to Ronnie Pilgrim, taps it on. Dylan and Harding there. Dylan's there. Colleen as well. Dylan does well. Good hands. Missed East though with his handball. Nick Smith's in there. Flanagan fights hard for it as well. Lincoln East tried to get it out towards Ronnie Pilgrim. Nick Smith taps it on. College is there. Colliger, Hawks comes at him and he gets a handball away after a tackle. And it will be a throw in on centre wing. So a bit of feeling in the game all of a sudden.
Certainly is.
I know that this is an important quarter of football. 18 points of difference as we have the boundary throw in. Perkins and Smith over the back. Colliger, handball in front. Lincoln East for Stukas there as well. Comes it towards Egan. Get a handball away towards Nick Smith. Goes to the kick. Just gets tackled as Ashley Perkins comes at him. Delahunt, was that a mark?
Yeah,
yes, it was. And that was Simon Calvert in front of Nathan Rose at half forward. Lead on from Lee. Goes in that direction now. Wide against him. Good punch away. Off hands. Play on the call will be. Go towards Warren Foley. Drops the footy. Matty Pilgrim. Dropped it, said the umpire.
Good call, Joe. She picked it in one.
Could be an umpire.
Yes.
Probably won't want me. Matty Pilgrim. Switches play to the outer side. White runs off Lee again. Goes at half back. Goes with a right foot kick towards centre wing. Nobody there really for Bannockburn. Roland Beck will get back there in first. And just holds it up, gets around Connors, kick over his shoulder, back towards Calvert. And looking too strong for Nathan Rose, Simon Calvert on centre wing. He plays on now, goes to the right boot towards half forward, Lee in front, had his name written on it, good punch away from behind, goes towards Foley, handball back to a call from Buck, gets it around the corner, high kick. And David White running back should be able to do it easily, takes the mark, and switch play towards Perkins, does so, and takes the mark. Perkins now, Carroll just on the ground. Goes up towards Flanagan. Flanagan takes the mark. Now, he's got Gadd. He also got Dylan on a longer lead. Goes in that direction now. Ross Dylan goes up. Good mark. Good, strong mark by the youngster. Takes it now just inside the centre square at centre wing. Turner gives him a short lead. He goes, though, towards centre half forward. Egan gives him a lead. He goes in that direction. Goes up. Needs somebody at the front. East is there. Connors as well. And Brennan. East just taps it on nicely to Phil Egan. Then there the coach's goal. Can he finish it off? He runs away. Takes the bounce. Steadies. And kicks the goal. Good kick, Phil Egan. Well done by the coach. He's second. Just a steadier for Bannockburn. And they cut the margin again. They go to 10-6-66. And they trail Werribee 11-12-78. That's on Lex of Wyndham. Third quarter scoreboard, 24 minutes gone.
Bit of a test the old hammy there too.
I thought he was going to stop. He looked around and saw somebody chasing. I think it was Shane Brennan, who is not the slowest bloke in the world. He was making progress.
Pretty good ground on him, but he just
steadied, didn't he?
Steadied and put the goal through, and that was much needed for Bannockburn. 24 minutes gone. Umpire Flowers back in the centre of the ground with the ball. Perkins and. Looks like Luchak doing the ruck work on this occasion, and Smith having a much deserved rest, I'd imagine. Ball comes to ground. Well, it's still in the centre square. Thrown out there by Pace for the Werribee side. Nick Smith. Foley tried to weave his way through, and the tackle, according to umpire Flowers, is too high. And Matty Pilgrim not over impressed with the decision. And Matty's about 5'0", and Foley's 5'6", so an interesting decision certainly. Foley now with the free kick, will be kicking from 45 metres directly in front. Moves in. on the right foot. It's not a bad looking kick. The umpire has drifted across, but I think it might have snuck inside the upright there. Umpire, yes, a goal. So Warren Foley's first for the day, and the 12th for the Werribee Central side now. 25 minutes gone. Lexus Wyndham scoreboard, Werribee Centrals 12-12-84. They lead Bannockburn 10-6-66, and they're just able to maintain the ascendancy, aren't they?
Every time you feel as though Bannockburn's getting back in the match, Werribee just answer the goal and kick one themselves.
And that's probably a good sign.
Yep, back in the middle again. And as Eric said, Chris Smith taking a well-earned break, and Scotty Leftchook up for the ruck against Perkins. Perkins gets it down, but only as far as Buck. Goes back to Gadd. Gadd towards half forward. Turner goes over the back of the pack. Dylan, good tackle. Good's there in front, and tries to take it away. Connors holds it up, and it just will be inside the centre square at centre half forward for Bannockburn, and we will have a ball. So big pack around the footy. As umpire Clifton will bounce or throw the ball in the air. 12-12 playing 10-6. Perkins gets it away. Ronnie Pilgrim. Does it sit for Ronnie? Gets a good shepherd. Gave it back to Matthew East. Matthew East kicks partly smothered. Goes back towards Nick Smith, who runs away. Gets a half a kick away, but it's okay. Andrew Scott takes the mark, diving. And just inside the centre square at centre half forward. Runs on now. And goes with a right foot kick towards the forward pocket. Lee goes up. Good punch away by White. Off hands, goes back towards Matty Pilgrim from Rose, gets a kick away that's smothered, goes over the back towards East, out towards half back for Bannockburn, and it will be over the boundary line. And I saw Nick Smith and Matthew East in front of me was
quite a bit on off the ball.
Doing the two-step, were they?
And the thing was that umpire Clifton joined them, so they didn't go too far. Three-quarter time, Interleague, Geelong Footy League 12-7, Goulburn Valley 11-4, and Ballarat 16-9, Bellarine 8-10.
Back into play, in front taking the mark Hallam, in front of Ella22, Mick Turner. So Matty Hallam on centre wing for Werribee to push them back into attack. Goes to the right foot kick, looking for Lee. Buck from behind, hands on. White, quick kick, falls into the arms of Stephen Gadd. Handball towards Egan, who gave it back to Gadd. Good play, run from half back to half forward. Dylan uses the body, can't take the mark, needs some help. Got it. Well, did it himself and goes back to Turner at half forward, can run on. Probably should give it to Ronnie running past, but he likes to go wide towards Tyquin. Leads Matheson in the race of the footy, can't pick it up, needs some help. Tyquin keeps it in front of him, does well. Kick the goal, Tigger. Goal number 6, Wayne Tyquin, if you don't mind, umpire. That was great skill and class. And the 11th for Bannockburn, 11-6-72. Cut the margin again, Werribee Centrals, 12-12-84. Lexus Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 28 minutes gone.
If you had an award, goal of the day. Goal of the year.
Jeez.
It was just...
Did it easy, didn't he?
We sing his praises a bit, but that was just absolutely classical football.
We sing his praises because he does that a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he sort of did it. So, and the thing was, he didn't even straighten up to kick the ball. He's kicked it from a crouch position, and 35 metres straight through the middle. We're behind the flight of the ball, and, well, Bannockburn keep coming back. Ball in the middle once again. Perkins going to do the honours against Luchak. Luchak gets it down, but only as far there as Flanagan to centre half forward. Well, almost could have been a mark to Dylan, not paid. Bannockburn try to kick off the ground. Beck tries to crash his way through, and well, eventually a good decision. The umpire had a good look to see what was going to happen with it, and Roland Beck, he took the player in Troy Colliger on, and the great tackle by Colliger, just wouldn't let go, and finally has reaped the reward with the free kick. We're kicking from outside 50.
He's a bit like Nick Smith too. He's better on the run.
Yes, but certainly the opportunity here for Troy Colliger. Moves in. Not a bad looking kick. He looked to, well, certainly looked to hook it across his body, and that is the case. It's missed by a reasonable margin. So behind to the Bannockburn side on the Lexus Wyndham scoreboard. Bannockburn 11-7-73. They trail Werribee Central's 12-12-84, and there's 29 and a half minutes in the final, in the third quarter.
Hallam kicks in, good kick for distance too. Looks for Howlett. Can't take the mark. Off hands. Back towards Howlett now. Slips it out the back towards Beck. Goes now. The umpire said it's his, and it will be a ball up just on the point of the centre square at half forward. So it will be a ball up. Thompson back on the ground doing the ruck work up against Leftchook. Leftchook gets it down too. Falls towards Matty East though, who drops the footy. Should have been a free kick. None forthcoming. Leftchook got a push in the back. That'll be the payback. Doesn't matter though, there is a siren for three-quarter time. And at three-quarter time, it is Werribee Central's 12-12-84. And yeah, you don't say that too often, do you? The two Harding boys on the bench, Rick and Brett, going to the three-quarter time huddle. Werribee Central's 12-12-84, Bannockburn 11-7-73. In that quarter, Werribee kicked 2 goals 5, while Bannockburn kicked 4 goals 1. The goal kickers to three-quarter time for the Centurions. 2 each to Andrew Scott, Heath Buck and Andrew Howlett. Singles to Nick Smith, Jason Verstuka, Warren Foley, Simon Kelbert, James Lee and Chris Smith. While for Bannockburn, 6 to Wayne Tyquin, 2 to Phil Egan, and singles to Rick Harding, Brett Harding and also Ron Pilgrim. So it's three-quarter time. It is 11 points of difference. Werribee Central's 12-12-84. They lead Bannockburn 11-7-73. We'll take a